Guys, welcome back to part 5 of the garbage can build. As you see behind me, well, the inside of it's gutted, and we're actually getting ready to drop the headliner. I've been sweating like there's no tomorrow. We just finished up the massive heat wave up here, and it's 60-something degrees. I couldn't imagine doing this the other day. So everything is actually loose. I've got the 2 handles in the front that I'm actually going to drop and pull down, and then I'm just going to take the whole headliner out. I can tell you right now that it's right full of rat doo-doo. I know we're probably going to jump all over the place in this. The front carpet is actually behind me cleaning. Rob's going to somehow piece this all together because I'll be honest with you, I haven't done a great job recording this like I should have, but my daughter's birthday's coming, my birthday's coming, 4th of July's coming. I'm trying to get this done before all of that, so at least to get it back outside. The rest of the exterior stuff I can do later on. So the purpose of this video is you guys are going to see the headliner come down, and then we're just going to kind of jump all over the place, just cleaning stuff. The back carpet's behind the camera, the front carpet's hanging up over there drying, which you'll see shortly. That came out, well, better than I thought it was gonna. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to get the headliner out. Now I'm absolutely soaked. Well, the headliner's out. Now I gotta clean this up and figure out where the wiring's messed up. But we don't need this anymore. The inside is clean. I'll get you in and show you. The floor pan's not great. It's kind of what I expected for, you know, the way the rest of the truck looks, but I'll get you in here and show you the rest of it. See some rust there and some over here, and the front half doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit down there, but it's fully stripped now. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the airbag on this side, because as you can see, it's chewed up pretty bad. There's 2 curtains though. What I can tell, move the weather stripping. There's another curtain back here that's for the 3rd row, and then there's this other one right here that goes up to the front. So I'm probably gonna have to order another one. But I'm gonna get looking at this wiring and see if I can figure out where the issue is, and if I find it, you'll know right now. Well guys, after hours, when I said to you right now, as you can see, like before, everything's still out of the truck. I couldn't figure it out. Check engine light would still stay on. The thing that the junction box underneath the dash would click. Couldn't figure it out. So I just started unplugging everything from the junction box. Started plugging them back in one by one. The last plug I plugged in, it started clicking. So I'm going, Run my hand up through the back of the dash, reach up, all of a sudden I could feel a wire all by itself. And I grabbed said wire. And then if any of you seen Step Brothers, remember when Will Ferrell was playing the drum set and his stepbrother had the mother... Yeah, that's exactly how I felt when I realized that I missed one wire that was causing all these issues. So, finally, there is no lights on the dash anymore. No lights, period. This thing is perfect. The only lights on is the airbag because, well, you know, the seats and the airbag is in right now. So, I'm going to now reattach the dash back into the truck, put the steering wheel back up temporarily because I'm not bolting that in all the way. I want room for when I put the dash back in because it makes it a little bit easier. And then I'm going to get the back section of carpet clean, the headliner clean, and I'm probably going to I'm thinking I might put the front section of carpet back in the truck and get that laid down and then put the headliner back in. That way it's like kind of like less stuff I got to start doing. So less yapping, more bolting. This looks 1,000 times better than it did. And the smell, all it smells is my black cherry upholstery and all-purpose cleaner. This thing looks way better. This thing had black marks and streaks all over inside of there. I will say, the inside of this smells a lot better than when I first got it. So we are finally moving in the right direction. And I also found up on the headliner, this is going to shock you guys as much as it did me, there was more wires chewed. They're all green, so I'm hoping they're all like just grounds, so it didn't matter. But there was one that was going to the post over there, which is where the duct runs up through to go into the ceiling vents. It's one of the sensors, I think it's the thermometers, because this thing's got automatic climate control on it. So the stupid things. But tomorrow I'll scrub the floor down, get it all cleaned up, and then the carpet, the back section I got to do. But I am going to put the front the front sound deadener back in and carpet back in, and then I'll probably start working from this way backwards and getting all put back together. The dash, I will videotape that, but I need to get the whole thing. I do have the kit. I finally get a little bit of room in here to walk around. I got the plastic welding kit, so we're going to try that out tomorrow and put the dash back together and then throw the dash back in the truck. And like I said, just clean everything front to back. So Rob will be here tomorrow, so we'll see you in the morning. It's the next day. Look who's finally back after his vacation. Rob, what are we doing now?
I don't know.
Oh, we're going to get this done. This done. I've got the dash over there to get done. We got this all set up. This stuff's got to get clean. This is all out. This is that carpet that I did that you'll see at some point in this video, because Rob gets the wonderful pleasure of figuring out how to fix all of what I did recording while he's been gone, which he's got his work cut out for him on this one. So less yapping. We're going to get spraying. Well, the carpet's almost done. It started raining, so we had to stop. There's a little rainstorm coming through. I have the 2 smaller sections for the second row and the big mat that goes in the back cargo storage area. I just got to extract them out. And then there's the pieces that actually snap underneath the second row seats that got to get clean still. But so I'm actually going to change gears for right now. And well, the dash kind of came apart when it came out, so we're gonna put it back together. And how may I do that? With this fancy plastic welding kit that I purchased. That's how we're going to do this. So I'm going to get everything set up with this, and then I'm just going to put it back together. I can see where down here there was like a repair at one point, but there's a big crack here. Obviously, this is all broke. I think there's another crack right here, and then I think this right here, this is broke, so I need to fix it. But I'm going to start, I think, with this crack so it doesn't keep cracking. Then over here and kind of work this way, and then kind of put everything back together. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but I don't want to spend $600 for a new dash when I could just repair this one. I really don't expect this truck to last. If this truck lasts 5 years, I'll be shocked. So less yapping. I'm going to see if I can fix this. So the trick is here is to not let the crack get any worse, and then kind of like try and hold it together. But you turn this, you hit this thing on, it starts to light, then it'll start glowing cherry red like it is right now, and then you just set it in, twist, breathe out the crap in, pull up, and that's it. Boom! That is wicked easy. You don't want to go too far through this, because you go too far, well, go all the way through the plastic. So, but the stuff's pretty thick, so. Well, this is now all one piece again, and this piece is all attached back in. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's all one piece again. So now we're actually going to take this. We're going to get the carpet laid in the truck first, then put this back in the truck, and then it's just basically start cleaning and reassembling. Well, guys, you can see it's dark. And unfortunately, when I did the headliner, I never hit the record button. It's one of the downsides of me doing everything by myself. So let me get you in here and show you where we're at. As you can see, it's again the next day. I mean, it is beautiful out. Sun's out. There's the poor Corvette that's been sitting out for 3-4 days now. But we look in through the back. As you can see, where the video slowed down, we got the dash in. Front carpet's in. The back carpet is the next thing I'm actually going to throw in, because that's all totally dried now. It's been actually really a couple days, because yesterday we took our daughter to the amusement park, so I didn't kind of continue this through like I would have normally done. So we're going to get this in. Then I'm going to start getting all the rest of the plastic, the seats, everything clean. We're going to get the inside of this thing done. I'm hoping to be done in about 2 hours. And then this thing's going to be backing out. And then I can finally get that washed, which if you guys want to see the beautiful vet get washed, I'd stick around, because I'm probably going to just throw a quick little time lapse of that thing getting clean. And then the inside of this thing will be done. So without further ado, here we go. Just look at the difference of that now. Rob's gonna somehow figure out as I'm talking to put up what it kind of looked like before. All I can say is wow. I didn't think, I mean, I'll get you in here, kind of show you where some of the staining is. I mean, this pink staining that's here, it's tan. It's gonna show everything. If this was black, you wouldn't even, that would still be there, but you just wouldn't see it. This is the nice part, is this will be hidden by those pieces I'm gonna go clean in a minute, so you won't actually see them. But I just can't get over the transformation that this carpet went through. I mean, you remember, this is where there was, I said moss, I meant to say mold. There was mold growing here, there's mold growing in the footwell area here. That was all nasty black gook. I cannot get over how much this carpet transformed itself. I wouldn't say it's 100%, it's just 95% better. It's what you expect to see with a tan carpet. You're gonna see some of the staining, but wow. And the pee smell is non-existent. I think I can smell a little bit because the garbage can is sitting out here, and I'm not putting that back in the garage until I dump all of it out. So we're going to change angles. I got those 2 trim pieces that go underneath the seats here. We're going to get them things cleaned up. And then I'm actually going to pressure wash most of the plastic that has no electrical foam, nothing on it. The sections that cover up the back parts back here, there was some sound deadener on it. That's going to get ripped off because well, I keep saying I want to say mice. The rats, because that's definitely what it was. The rats chewed it all up, filled it full of rat pee. We're not playing with that. I'm taking it all off, getting it down to plastic, and then I'm just going to pressure wash everything. It's easier. Some stuff like the center console pieces, all of the seats are all going to get cleaned with the steamer. So let's get to some satisfying video footage. I'll get you in here and show you and see what it looks weird.